and welcome to race day here in the Kesoto Bay Circuit by the seaside. In today's race, we have our three drivers, the two teammates from Pani Henserpui, not Joshua, Doppelganger and Matrix Shub, and one driver from LeBron James, Joshua Williams. It's the qualifying sessions today, and Q1 will start soon with 13 minutes on the clock. Everybody into the pits, please. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute.
I feel like out of the pit. Bring that
Okay.
in the pit, please.
Okay. Q1 will start with 13 minutes on the clock. In 3, 2, 1, go! And 13 minutes is off with Joshua Williams being the first one out for the track here. Let's see what he can do. Now, Kesoto Bay Circuit is one of the tightest tracks here, with getting to 5 blocks wide in this part because of the lack of space for widening the circuit. He starts his flying lap with a clean turn 1 there, and turn 2, very nice. Now, this circuit's very interesting because this was originally a city before converting into a circuit. So, limitations were very big. We didn't build the city around the circuit, we built the circuit around the city. And there it is. Joshua Williams, first time, 19 seconds, 87 for the first time there, with a few hits here and there. Now, a perfect lap here in Kesoto Bay Circuit does not mean you don't hit any walls. It's most likely you're gonna hit anyways, especially in this part underneath the train station. But here it is. Joshua Williams peels into the pits, his fastest time being 19:87. And Doppelganger goes out for his qualifying session. Very big confidence from Joshua here. Usually when he goes into the pit early, it usually means that he's confident in that qualifying time. Let's see if Doppelganger can beat it. Now, we've only raced in Kesoto Bay Circuit a few times, and those few times were actually pretty good racing with a lot of action. But let's see how it is for today. Now, in the last race, Joshua Williams had a lot of pressure in qualifying and in the race as well, losing out to Doppelganger in the latter stages in Le Poisson. First lap for Doppelganger is a time of 21:62, around 2 seconds later than Joshua Williams, maybe a second and 95 almost. But here it is, Doppelganger going for a second lap here. Let's see what he can do. Now, because the track is so small, they can basically put in a lot of laps in before their quality time of 1 minute 30 ends. That second lap from Doppelganger being a time of 21:67, still far off from Joshua Williams, even 500ths of a second slower than his previous fastest time. But that third lap beat it with a very, very big gap. His time is now down to 21:04. That is 6/10ths of a second faster than his previous fastest lap in this outing. And there it is, 21:27. This will be his last lap of his session here. He's on the 1 minute 30 already. And that's fourth lap being a time of 21:27. Let's see if he'll get another chance of beating Joshua's time of 19:87. Let's see this. Doppelganger rounding down the last laps and finishing it for a time of 21:34, not being able to beat Joshua's time. So his fastest time being 21:04 for Doppelganger. Now here it is, going around the track and pulling into the pits here, allowing his teammate to go out for his out lap before his flying lap. There is 10 minutes left of Q1, so let's see what Matrix Shub can do. He has to be a time of 21:04 for P2 and a time of 19:87 for P1. Now, he's had some very, very good pole positions throughout his career, especially in season 2 and season 4. But let's see what he can do in this track round the tight part, the tight-ish part of the track, and now tighter part of the track underneath the train station before rounding the last two corners, finishing his first lap with a time of 20:54, already faster than his teammate while I'm lagging. Oopsie. Uh, let's see what he can do. That is already a fast lap from him as he rounds the track circuit and will finish it for a time of 21:71 for a second lap. And there it is. This is going to be his third lap uh, as he goes round the track. Now the lag isn't helping, but I still have a pretty good view of when he crosses the line. And that's a time of 21:29, not being able to beat his fastest lap, but he still has second place there, as this might be his last lap of his outing here in Q1. Here he is rounding the last few corners. And no, he's going to get one more lap in for Q1 here. Time of 22:33 for that third lap. So this will be his last lap. He's able to go one more. This is his last lap. As he crosses the line, that will be it. As he goes down the tight sections of the track, let's see what he can do as he finishes it a time of
I don't even know my.
a time of 20, was it 23:94. So that's going to be the end of his session, with a fastest time being 20:54. Let's postpone.
Oh, now the world is frozen.
Postpone. We're postponing it. I'm pausing the timer for until I'm good. All my fellas.
I don't know. I don't even know how Josh got 19.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was like, damn, I feel like Josh is on a slow time. I don't know.
Yeah, same. I thought I was going fast, right? And then
Yeah,
I keep on getting sub 21. It's pretty weird.
sub 20 what? What do
Yeah,
you
I got sub 21.
think? You didn't get any sub 20. Your fastest was 21.04.
Oh, okay, the 21 second 04.
That's weird.
That was real fast.
Yeah, they,
Josh must be
that's
going, what, a decade faster than us.
yeah.
2 seconds ahead of us. Pretty embarrassing to say the least. When I hear Josh smiling in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like the lag may have affected like can compare.
Yeah, deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with it.
Who last time was it? I you last time.
Yeah, I came close. Wait, it might be me actually. I might have won actually. No, I don't think so. So, I don't even know. I think it's Josh. I can fairly say it. I think it's Josh.
I mean, you put as much money as you want. It's gonna be Josh.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Back.
Yes.
Am I still lagging?
Yeah,
Yep.
lagging a lot.
Okay.
Bro, the water and everything looks so nice with my message.
Hello?
No.
Yes.
Hello. Yes.
No.
It's laggy. It's laggy.
No.
Hello?
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 Am I back?
Maybe not.
No.
I mean, maybe not. I hear your guys' voice pretty good. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, man.
They might. Oh, wait, no, your thing is frozen. Hope this gets resolved quickly.
I'm taking it easy, guys. I can tell.
Oh my gosh. How? This is the longest I've been lagging.
Okay. I'm a Cora with bad internet. Bad internet.
I am back from the dead, people.
Oh my god.
And I've succeeded in fixing my internet for a unknown amount of time. All I had to do was switch to a different internet and then switch back to the one I'm using.
Fire.
Yep, just spent another what 5 minutes of Arnav's time, but he's gonna count it as 50. So the beat, I'm pretty sure we have only one
Yeah.
hour left.
Yeah, you have probably everyone out of
I mean, that's literally how it feels like, Arnav. Sometimes we spend only like 5 minutes doing nothing, and then for some reason an hour has passed for you.
Exactly. Like yesterday. Oh, PMO.
I don't know how
Wait, does
that's
everybody
PMO
remember the
reference
time? I
time.
know 2054 for Arnav.
Josh is 19.87. W was 21.04.
2104, yeah.
19.87 for Josh, and then 21.04.
My DZ is ready to be played, Josh, by the way.
Yay, we can play the beat.
Yay!
I just downloaded it like a minute ago.
Now we can feed him gasoline.
Yeah, we can feed him gasoline. We can sing songs. We can inject each other with EpiPens.
Look at me dance, dance. I'm in
Dan,
a
look
trance,
at me
trance.
dance, Dan. I'm in a trance. I need some sleep. I
What
need
is
to
even the
eat
game about?
zombies and trying to get away from cannibalists who are actual people playing the game who just
Damn.
prefer to eat bodies. Okay, Arnav, you're on the track. You still have. No, you're not. It's Josh's turn. And the beat. I'm recording. I don't want to get copyrighted.
Copyright.
Pretty little right.
And Q1 starts now. Joshua Williams, you're
Q1.
allowed. Yeah, it's still
Oh,
Q1.
restarts, yeah.
It doesn't restart. I just paused it. So we still have what 7 minutes of Q1 left. 14:44. Look at me dance. I'm in a trance. I need some
Until this
sleep.
wandering trader.
I need to eat. I got $50. I'm gonna buy enchiladas. Anyways, there it is. Joshua Williams starts his qualifying now. Now, after a bit of problems with the internet, let's see what the drivers can do in a bit of a pressure time here. 7 minutes on the clock for Q1. Doppelganger hasn't got a good lap in yet. Joshua Williams' time goes to 20:85 for that first lap in the second outing. Not fast enough to beat his fastest time in Q1, but good enough to secure in case he does pick up a penalty like before. Second lap of this second outing, 20:87, slower by 200ths of a second from his previous fastest lap in this outing. And there it is, Joshua Williams going down the track here, knocking a lot. It seems like his style of was it uh, driving around this track is really just hitting the walls a lot. That's a time of 22:77 for that third lap, just slower by 2 seconds now. And this is getting close. He might be able to squeeze in one more lap after this. Time of 22:12. And there it is. This will be his last lap before Doppelganger will be allowed to go out to try and improve his time from 20.04 to something higher than that, maybe higher than his teammates 20 uh uh was it Doppelganger at 21.04. And 22:60 for Joshua's last lap. He has to peel into the pits now. So let's see if Doppelganger can improve his time from 21:04 to something higher than his teammates 20:54. So there it is, Joshua Williams going down the track here. Still hasn't been able to improve his time, and into the pits he goes. Doppelganger's allowed to go out, and there is 4 minutes left on the clock in Q1. Let's see if he will be the one who gets kicked out of Q2, or will it be his teammate Matrix Tube going down the tight section of the Kesoto Bay circuit as he goes round and starts his flying lap. Let's see what he can do in this limited time. Bit of a slide there into turn 2, but seems to be pretty good. Keeps it clean, more collected than speed, just like Matrix Cube was doing back in the last race in Le Poisson. Let's see if he can improve his time. It's going to be close as he gets a time of 21:70. He was a bit slow in that last sector, but in the first two he was pretty good. Let's get a very close-up view of the back of his car here. Maybe one in a fixed position. There it is, rounding the corner. Let's see. And he gets a time of 22:26, slower by around 5 tenths of a second. Let's see if he can keep it going. A bit stuck there, that's gonna ruin this lap, but hopefully in the next one he can get it a bit quicker. He's under big pressure here. He has to improve or not. Oh no, that was actually pretty good. 21:59, faster than his fastest lap in this outing. But let's see if he's able to to respond to that, to expand and try and get a faster lap than that. And 20:39, faster than his teammate by 2 tenths of a second. This will be his last lap, however, unless he wants to peel into the pits right now. That was a very good lap from him. He was able to respond to his time of 21:59 and got 1 second faster than that. And he peels into the pits with his fastest time being 20:39, getting P2 away from his teammate. Very, very good lap from him there, as there is 1 minute 30 on the clock left for Matrix Shub here. It's going to be really close. He's really pushing the gun. You can see how fast he is around the track. Let's see this as he starts his flying lap. And there it is, Matrix Shub going down the track. Bit of a hit here and there And there it is a bit on the diagonal again. Now, it's going to be a bit of a rivalry between these two teammates because Doppelganger, I'm sure, doesn't want to be pushed into out of Q1. A time of 20:87 for Matrix Tube for that first lap. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Doppelganger doesn't want to be pushed out of Q2. Neither does Matrix Tube. So both of them are going to be against each other in this one moment of the race weekend. Matrix Tube trying to beat his teammate, while his teammate not wishing him any good. A time of 20:67 for Matrix Tube, not fast enough to beat Doppelganger. Let's see if he can continue on with that. Matrix Tube's gonna try his best here to try and beat his teammate, while his teammate, again, does not want him to. It's going to be a very, very, very big push for him here. 22:19 for that third lap. It is running down close. We've got, 17 seconds. This will be his last lap in Q1. If he doesn't improve, he will be out of Q2 and stuck in P3. Let's see what he can do here. It is Matrix Sure running the last corner. He's going to try and push it here as he finishes it for a time of 21:70. Actually, this will be his last lap. I was a bit off there, which means this will be his last lap. He's got this one last try. Let's see if he can push for it. A bit of a hit into the diagonal, but let's see if that might help him. I'm not sure if it will. Rounding the last corners, the last two, and he'll finish it for a time of 22:55. Matrix Shub out of Q2 into P3, which means Doppelganger and Joshua Williams into Q2 and will be fighting for that P1 position.
Oh my god.
Good try though.
And there just Matrix Shub into the pits. Q2 will start soon. Q2 is going to start in 3, 2, 1. 7 minutes on the clock for the two drivers. Joshua Williams a bit late, allowing Doppelganger out for his time. It's 7 minutes on the clock here. It's going to be an interesting one, as we are just seeing Doppelganger out here. He was able to beat his teammate. Let's see if he's going to be able to beat Joshua Williams. Now in Q2, all the times are reset, so Joshua's time of 1987 isn't carried over. So let's see if the pressure will get to him in this session. This is Doppelganger's flying lap here in the Kesoto Bay circuit, rounding the train station. And let's see what time he sets for Q2. A time of 20:37, faster than his fastest lap in Q1 by 200ths of a second. Let's see this. Maybe he can improve on that, give a bit of a response to that time he just set. Let's see if he does get it. He crosses the line for a time of 1994. A blazing lap for him as he gets a very good and fast lap, going to be pressuring Joshua Williams a bit here, because now Joshua has to beat the sub 20s to beat his opponent here in the Kesoto Bay circuit. Let's see if Doppelganger can do it again. A time of 1992, faster than the time before. Doppelganger is blazing around here. He's feeling this track, and he's actually getting each corner perfectly. Let's see if he can do it again. Let's see if he's able to beat the time, as he will get a time here for 20:57. Just slow of his time, but his time is still 1992, not as fast as Joshua's 1987, but pretty fast for Q2, and will put a big amount of pressure for Joshua Williams here. This will be his last lap. If he wants to finish it. No, he goes into the pits, allowing Joshua to go out. That's a time of 19:92 for Doppelganger, which means Joshua will have to beat that. Oh, there's rain. There is rain here in Kesoto Bay Circuit, which means Joshua has to peel into the pits and switch out his boat. It is thunder and storm, as there is 4 minutes 30. A bit of unluckiness struck onto the LeBron James driver, but it is Doppelganger who's allowed to go out if he wants to. He's got the wet boat. And no, he lets Joshua pass, I assume. Yes, there it is. He lets Joshua pass as the rain is really pouring it here in the Kesoto Bay circuit. The fog is now very strong. Visibility low here in the track, and the track a bit more slippery than before if you count the Mandela effect. Joshua Williams starts his flying lap here in the Kesoto Bay, first outing in Q2 with 3 minutes on the clock. I assume Matrix Shub hopefully that doesn't have to go, but here it is. Joshua Williams on the track finishes first lap for a time of 20:37, literally identical to a time that Doppelganger set in not long before. As we just see Joshua Williams surrounding the track here, trying to cut maybe a few corners, trying to save a bit of time, but he's not able to get much in as he finishes his second lap for 20:68. Not fast enough to beat Doppelganger. It is going to be close for Joshua. He's usually the one setting pole positions in most of the races here in FM1, but this time it is going to be very close. It might even seem unlikely as Joshua Williams rounds the corner and sets a time of 19:74, beating Doppelganger. A blazing lap from Joshua for his third lap there, beating Doppelganger's time by 0.2 of a second. That means Doppelganger's now under big pressure. There's 2 minutes 30 on the clock. Will Joshua end this lap off, or will he peel into the pits? He peels into the pits, finishing his time of 19:74. What an amazing lap from him. It's the two giants of FM1 fighting it out here in the Kesoto Bay circuit, fighting for that pole position. Joshua Williams able to take it away from Doppelganger, but let's see if Doppelganger is able to do it again. Let's see him start his flying lap. For some reason, visibility has dropped a lot now. The fog has kind of set in on the track a lot more, as I'm pretty sure the track is getting darker and darker as the sun sets a bit here. Let's see if Doppelganger in this 1 minute 50 can beat Joshua Williams' time. He crosses the line for 21:32, a lackluster lap compared to his other ones. Let's see if he can probably scruff up a lap and shine it to possibly beat Joshua Williams' time of 19:74. Let's see this. Now that lap by Joshua was even faster than his time in Q1. A time of 20:74 by Doppelganger on his second lap, faster than his previous lap, but not fast enough to beat his fastest lap. The track visibility drops here as it is getting a bit more darker. Fog setting in a bit. Joshua Williams looking from above, hoping his opponent, his rival, doesn't beat his time here in the Kesoto Bay circuit. As Doppelganger rounds his third lap for a time of 21:47, not being able to beat his fastest lap in this outing and his fastest lap at all in Q2. It's 50 seconds left on the clock here in Q2. Doppelganger under big pressure to try and push for that pole position. There it is, a time of 21:62. This will be his last lap here in Q2. Last lap, because his time is basically done. 1 minute 30 on the clock, already passed. This is going to be what decides whether he gets pole position or not, and he crosses the line for a time of 20:30, not being able to beat his time, therefore putting him in P2. And that's it for Doppelganger as the time counts down. 5 seconds on the clock for Q2, and it's sealed the deal. Joshua Williams gets pole position here in here in Kesoto Bay circuit. Doppelganger getting a time of only 19:92 in Q2, and the grid goes Joshua Williams P1, P2 to Doppelganger, and P3 to Matrix Shub. What a Q2! I'll tell you that for a fact.
Oh my god, bro. That was a good quality session.
I felt Josh.
That was very good.
Oh my god, bro.
I felt